What's up, Juventini? After the major shakeup, Igor Tudor's first day at Juventus is here. We are going to go through the details of the move and, of course, look at some of the early decisions he's got to make when it comes to captain's armband, and we look at his first projected lineup for the match against Genoa. All right, but the changes for Juventus apparently don't stop there. Giuntoli. Is Giuntoli next after Motta? The reports seem to say that, but what is the major confliction between Elkan and Giuntoli? It could be the dream chase they're already thinking about at head coach. We're going to go through all of this together right now. I'm Berto. This is the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus. It's March 24th. Let's rock with the news, and we kick things off with, of course, for the second time only since 1930, we have Milan and Juventus both making a coaching change mid-season. Thiago Motta relieved of his duties and Igor Tudor hired for Juventus. All right, now the terms, of course, only take him as our coach until after the Club World Cup. For Igor Tudor, you could tell through the photos, through the videos, he is excited nonetheless. All right, so excited he decided to drive over 1,000 kilometers in his own vehicle to sign this contract. All right, and I believe that we should be thankful that he accepted. He accepted terms with absolutely no guarantees. All right, the remaining 9 matches, Club World Cup, and an option that is in Juve's hands should he reach Champions League qualification this season for Juventus. I don't believe any other coach would have accepted that, and this is best case scenario for Juventus because it doesn't stop any of our plans moving forward in the summer, and those plans we'll get to in a second. So for that, I'm thankful for Tudor. He's taking a shot, he's assuming all the risk and trying to revive a little bit of a slump in his managerial career, but I'm happy to have him on board and look forward to seeing if he can ignite a spark here for us to take us down and finish strong this season. Let's see, everybody. In terms of some of the early decisions he is set to make, captain's armband apparently could be going back to Federico Gatti. It is currently with Manuel Locatelli. Let's see who he gives that armband to. In terms of his projected lineup, this is what we're expected to see. It is Di Gregorio in goal, Kalulu, Gatti, Vega, one of McKennie or Weah at right outside position, and then you're going to have the pivot of Locatelli and Thuram, continuing with Cambiasso on the outside left. It is said that it's going to be Kobe Miners and Yildiz behind Dusan Vlahovic, and of course they're making these projections based on what he used to always run, which was a 3-4-2-1, a 3-5-2, and of course they're banking that his words of how he always used to speak about Dusan Vlahovic being one of the strongest strikers in Serie A sees him kick things off at the top and lead the line for Juventus. Let's see, everybody. In terms of the changes for Juventus, not stopping there, a lot of reports surfacing that Elkan could be looking to say goodbye to Giuntoli and his staff as well. All right, major contradictions in decisions. All right, and for me, I'm still baffled that it took to this point to reach this point before Elkan stepped in or anybody stepped in. Why did it have to get to this point? Now all of a sudden you're trying to assume power and start to make decisions when nothing was stopping you, and you've been vacant and you've been invisible for a large period of time. So I have a major problem with Elkan trying to steer the ship from shore. Nonetheless, he could be looking to make a change. It is reported that Giuntoli wanted to go with Mancini. All right, and that Elkan decided to go with Tudor. But why? Cost, no commitment, chasing a dream. Maybe, because it's also reported that Giuntoli didn't want Conte and doesn't want Conte, which is strange because all the reports throughout all of last year spoke to what a great relationship Giuntoli and Conte actually share. But now we hear that Giuntoli doesn't want Antonio Conte. And the dream for Elkan is to get Conte back, and all signs are leading to Elkan making a push and wanting to get Conte to break free from Napoli in the summer. Listen, he is contracted with Napoli until 2027. As far as Giuntoli goes, there are also a lot of reports stating that he's the one that reached out to Tudor. He had Mancini as plan A, Tudor as plan B. But did he have that because of not wanting to try and deal again with his ex-club Napoli and try to get Conte in? Are we chasing something that we shouldn't? Who knows? But now, all of a sudden, there are still more questions looming around Juventus, and it doesn't end at the goodbye of Thiago Motta. Apparently, Giuntoli could be next. Let's see, everybody. What do you want to see happen when it comes to Giuntoli? Hit me in the comments. As far as for now, Tudor takes over. We got 9 games remaining, all right, and top 4 is in jeopardy. We have, of course, Genoa, then Roma, then Lecce, Parma, Monza, Bologna, Lazio, Udinese, and Venezia. How do you believe Tudor will do? How do you want to see him line up the squad in his favored 3-4-2-1 setup? And do you think we qualify for top 4? You know the drill, everybody. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join our AJC army, but let me know all your thoughts. Let's mix it up in the comments. Till tomorrow, as always, fino alla fine, forza Juventus, ciao tutti.